Whenever I start my YouTube videos, I just look like a mess. Yeah. I wish I could come to you guys in a better state, but unfortunately, this is just the reality. Anyway, last night I decided I'm going to start a new tapestry crochet project. This time it's going to be weird because I haven't ever watched Sailor Moon, but the graph that I saw, let me show you. Y'all, I may not know much about Sailor Moon, but I know a good graph when I see one. This is perfect for a cardigan. I can just tell by how many stitches are across and above. I think it's about 133 across and then 150 rows, and I think that's perfect for single crochet, especially if you want to make a long cardigan. I think 150 rows, it would be long. And that's the kind of look I'm going for. I just went to Michael's and I ended up buying lilac yarn. I've gotten lilac yarn because I want the background to be lilac now instead of pink. And that's just because I want the front panels to also be purple. The stars of the front panel, like surrounded by the Sailor Moon wand, they shine brighter and like come out of the picture more with this lilac yarn. At least on Stitch Fiddle it did. Hopefully I didn't just spend this money for no reason. So originally my plan for the front panels involved Sailor Moon's wand for one of the panels and then this graph of Luna for the other panel. However, with time, as some of you guys know, I changed my mind and instead I just used the same graph for both Luna and Artemis for both panels. Now I found all of these graphs on Pinterest, but I just needed to make them fit my own measurements for the front panels. So as you can see, I'm literally just plotting it into Stitch Fiddle. Like the left is from Pinterest and then the right is me plotting it into Stitch Fiddle. Now remember, this was all the way back in February. So I've now learned that I think you can literally just save the picture and put it into Stitch Fiddle and it'll save with those pixels, just as long as you save it with the exact measurements, so the length and width. But I didn't know this, so I wasted so much time doing that. So by the 1st of March, this is when I'm filming this clip, this is the draft that I had for my front panels. I was just playing around with the stars, just plotting like random things that kind of look like stars to me. I got so much advice from my friends too. Like I kept like asking them, is this okay? Does this look like stars? Does this look cute? How is this gonna look? From March till the end of August, I had a great time. I went to a farm, which is why you just saw those horses. And then this is a clip of me at 5 a.m. realizing that I passed my nursing license exam. Y'all, that was such a journey. I was so excited. I also taught my friend how to crochet. I was knitting. I started so many different projects. I hung out with my friends in London. We give you our devotion, boys. We're the boys in motion. We give you our devotion. Ah! Thank you for listening to that. I had so much fun, honestly, this summer. And you guys know I made my own knit dress this summer for my 25th. These last few rows have been so long. Like, I feel like they're extra long than the rest of the cardigan. But yeah, it's going to be a tapestry. And then I'm going to make 2 more front panels. And those will be the front panels for the cardigan. Then I'm going to add sleeves. This graph I found on Pinterest, so I didn't have to even think about how big it would be. I always use the same hook or around the same hook. It's either a 3.5 or 4mm, and that's just because I'm so familiar with that hook and I like when the stitches are really tight so that the picture's clearer. Because I always know what hook I'm using and the yarn I'm using, I kind of just know when the cardigan is going to fit me. You know what I mean? Like based on the graph, I know if I need to add more stitches or take away more stitches. So this Sailor Moon one is actually like 130, so it's gonna be very big, but I just love the graph that I didn't care about how big it would be. I just know that it's just too pretty not to crochet. Like, look at this, guys. Like, what? So by mid-September, I finally finished the back panel, and here's the reveal. I love this video, guys. It's so cute. And then a few days later, I started on the front panels and I finished them really quickly. I sped through those front panels because I was so excited to see them come to life. And then I am just putting some water into my iron for steaming and drinking it as well. I don't know why I used a bottled water. I could literally just get it from the tap. But I was rushing because of how excited I am. Now, this is how I block my panels, guys. I just pin the panel to my blocking boards. I actually invested in blocking boards. Usually I would just use a towel or something flat like cardboard to pin them down, but I just wanted to be more professional. And then I just get my iron, turn the steamer on, and steam it. It's like just as simple as that. I do not place the iron directly on the work because it's acrylic yarn and that means it's gonna melt if you actually put heat directly on it. And then you can see I am actually readjusting the pins. So I'm taking them off. I'm stretching the panel a little bit lower on the blocking board because what steaming does is it loosens the fibers and it makes it longer, looser, more relaxed. So my panel ended up becoming more longer, so I had to repin. Some people don't repin, but I do just because I actually do want it to get as long as possible. And I do the exact same thing for the rest of the panels too, so that everything's the same size. Now in this clip, you can see up close what I mean about the fibers loosening. If you look at where I'm steaming, it is loosening and getting longer. You can see, right? Look. Yet another reason why I love crochet. I think this is so cool and interesting just to see that in real time, you know? And you can just manipulate your work so easily. So if I wanted it to be shorter, I don't have to pull at it. If I want it to be wider, I can pull at it. You know what I mean? So it ultimately just depends on your preference. And now it is assembly time. So I just line all my panels up the way I want and I start to just count, make sure everything is mathematically correct. Because sometimes, you know, you could accidentally add a stitch or do a decrease. Just make sure everything's correct at the end. But honestly, at this point, even if I found a mistake, I don't know if I would really do anything to change it because, I mean, I've gotten this far and it looks fine. So we'll just go with it. So now I'm just using the whip stitch technique to sew everything together. I have a love-hate relationship with sewing because even though it takes forever, it's really calming to me. I think it's the most calming part of the whole tapestry crochet experience, honestly, or at least with cardigans and sweaters and stuff. And I just feel like I can finally relax. Like it's almost done. We're getting there. We're reaching the end of this road. Eventually, I had to decide what I was going to do for the pockets, and this was probably the hardest part of the whole project, was deciding the pocket. So I'm going to show you guys a little YouTube short to explain what the problem was. I was so happy by the end of this because sewing, if you know, you know, sewing is so long. It feels so long. Look at me last night after finishing all the sewing. Girl, finally finished that part. And I also made my pocket. You guys said I should go with the left pocket, and this is it. I also did try out the other pocket. Only thing is they are enormous. Like both of these pockets are huge. It does fit on the cardigan, but it's just so big. I love big pockets, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like it's just like comically big. So I made a smaller version, and lo and behold, guys, this version is too small. Too big, too small. Where are the Pinterest tapestry graphs that are perfect for pockets? Like, bro, I mean, I could make an elbow patch out of that small one, but I still kind of want something for the front panels. Like, I don't want it to just be blank. So comment down below what you think. Should I stick with these humongous pockets or look for smaller graphs? I found this graph on Pinterest, but it, as you can see, if you look closely, there's no actual pixels, like, but you can still kind of count. You can guesstimate based off of the little squares. And so that's what exactly I did. I spent the last hour and a half-ish doing that on Stitch Fiddle. It is 12 a.m. It is 12 a.m. on the dot. I'm tired and I just want to sleep. How do we feel about this? I think we're gonna go with this. It's a pocket. I sewed every edge except this part. And I'm too indecisive about the tapestry pocket, so think I'm gonna end up going with this. And I like this, honestly. Not too much, not too little. I just need to do that one. I've made the star for the second one. I just need to sew it on. I think I'm gonna end up doing this for both. The stars that I sewed on are indeed pockets. This is just me modeling it. Now my outfit isn't the best. I wouldn't really, well, actually, it doesn't really matter. By the way, it's so cold outside. I wasn't wearing this when I went downstairs, and then I put it on, and oh my gosh, I'm warm. I'm warm. And I think I'm even gonna make another one, not Sailor Moon themed, but another cardigan. And I would love for it to be Naruto themed. So guys, it turns out a lot of people like Sailor Moon. I put this up on my Depop just yesterday or the day before yesterday, and already 2 people had it in their bags, and then just like an hour ago somebody bought it. So thank you so much to the person that bought it. I won't say your name, but I know your name. I'm gonna ship this out tomorrow. I want to show you guys what I do whenever I sell like customs or just my crochet items. First, I make sure all the ends are ripped in. I hand sew my tag over here, and then so it says handmade by CrochetCrys. I also have this shaver, and this just takes away all the flyaways around the cardigan, so I'm going to use that. Then I write a little note on one of these tags, and I just like I put a heartfelt unique little note for the buyer. Just package everything in here. I'm gonna put another bag on top, and then my sticker again, and then I'm gonna post it and get all that information too. Hey guys, so I just want to end this video off by saying, first of all, look at what I'm wearing. You guys are not gonna believe what is underneath this sweater. Hold on. Who are the OGs that remember this skirt? Guys, don't flame me for pairing this skirt and sweater together. I promise you, this is a fit of nobody's gonna see me today. Nobody's gonna see me, so I just put on anything. Black tights, my first crochet skirt. Bro, this brings back so many memories. And then this humongous ass hoodie that is my sister's. Thank you, sister, for giving this to me. And secondly, I just want to say I absolutely loved making this cardigan. I think that taking that long break from when I did the back panel to when I did the 2 front panels, I think that was actually a blessing in disguise, because it made me forget and then remember how much I wanted to complete it and how excited I was for that whole idea. Sailor Moon has the best graphs on Pinterest or braceletbook.com. You guys, if you like Sailor Moon or you want to crochet like a really pretty tapestry crochet cardigan or even like a tapestry, I promise you Sailor Moon has your back. Also, I know the way I'm looking is a little bit, but what's new? Even though I said my next cardigan will be Naruto, I'm actually on a Sailor Moon wave, and this is what I'm working on as of the day of posting this video. And I'm doing like mostly in tarja, so the back should be clean too. I honestly really miss the first cardigan I made. Like, I sold it because I thought I wouldn't care for it since I haven't actually watched Sailor Moon. But it was so comfy and warm and pretty that once I shipped it off, like, of course, I'm happy that it got, purchased. I'm happy that somebody else is using it and loving it too. But I don't know. I feel like I didn't have enough time to bask in how much I loved it. So on to the next one. This one I'm making is going to be pink, and it's going to have different designs, completely different designs for the front. I'm actually whipping it all up on Stitch Fiddle right now, and I'm so excited. I'm always excited, but like, this is like pink central. It's so cute. I'm excited. Genuinely, I just want to end this video so I can actually like crochet. Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more beautiful makes and inspiration, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video in some way, if you learned something, if it was good background noise, like and subscribe and do a little comment. And I love you guys so much. And it's November, and I need to hurry up with all of my knit and crochet projects because, girl, the new year is slowly approaching. After the back panel, I think I'll switch to my knit twilight top, and then I'm gonna finish the front panels, and then I'm gonna make the cardigan, and then I'm too excited. I'm too excited. But yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.